Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. How is everyone doing? I know this is like a last minute live, and I'm kind of coming early, but I'm trying to get some content out today because I didn't come on last night. I wasn't feeling well. But how is everyone doing? And as you come in, if you could hit the thumbs up button, and as you come in, please introduce yourself. All right, y'all see the title. Let's talk hot topics. We got DDG and Haley Bailey. We got Diddy. Also, we got Porsha and we got Miss Melody Shari. And we're going to talk about some other things as well that's going on in the news out here. Also, we're going to talk about this young lady who has she is presented as no longer here with us, but in Georgia they are keeping her alive because she's pregnant. Because in Georgia you cannot have any ABs there. So this young lady has been gone for, I think they said 90 days, but they're keeping her, I think, on breathing machines and things like that because she's pregnant because of the baby. And it's just so much, it's just torture for this family here, guys. That is so sad. Hello, Chanel Monet, my tea sipper. I was going to talk about making you one of my mods, one of the mods. Let me know if that works for you. Also, I think that's really terrible to sit there and watch one of your loved ones suffer and they no longer here, but they're being forced to, be put on all type of breathing machines because they're pregnant. So, some of these states where they have the no AB laws, they're really, really strict. So because she is pregnant, they will not, take her off the, life support. So, that's have to be torture for that family. So we're going to get into that. And then also we're going to talk about Jennifer Williams and her husband. Christian's auntie is coming out here. She wants to get it on with Evelyn. She wants to get it popping. She talking about pull up. Both of them talking about pull up. She wants to go ahead and put some hands and feet on Evelyn, allegedly. So we shall see how this is for the go. She wants to put hands and feet. She talking about she the real monkey. I said, oh, okay then. All right. So we're gonna get into that. Also, we're gonna get into a little bit of Porsha about, Porsha and them is giving me storyline. I don't think her and Shamia are into it or having any type of conflict. I think this is all for a storyline. The fake tears when she was sitting up there talking to Angela, giving storyline. I did say yesterday that I think Kelly is the bone carrier. Also, I think Angela as well as the bone carrier as well. She sat back, try to get people to open up to her and tell them, what's going on in their business. And she goes right back and tell it to the next person. I don't like that. If somebody wants something to be said, they'll tell it themselves. Okay? They don't need you to go and tell nothing. So she's starting to be messy to me. And then also Porsha. I'm on the fence with Porsha. I like Porsha, but I'm just on the fence with her. I don't like, the energies that she's giving off. I don't like this loose Porsha. I don't like it. So we're gonna get into her. We're gonna get into also DDG and Haley Bailey. You got some people, saying that they don't believe that DDG did this. We have another woman, Ruby Rose, that even came out allegedly last year or the year before, saying he had put hands and feet on her allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Nobody believed her. Then she came out and also said he the one that told her to do the OnlyFans. So we're gonna get into that as well. Also, this Diddy trial so far, you know, it's looking like Cassie not so innocent, you know, for some of the things that's coming out. Apparently she wanted to have the freak off too, allegedly. So we're gonna get into that as well. We're gonna talk about it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Capricorn Flower. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it. Man, I don't think her husband or or maybe I don't think Cassie, to me, the way her husband was looking and the way he, walked out the courtroom, I don't think she had told him everything. Some stuff, you should take, you know, you don't have to tell everything. Some stuff you can keep to yourself, like the pen in the mouth, the sores in the mouth. Some stuff I didn't think she had to get that detail, but hey, whatever floats your boat. I don't think her husband knew it was that graphic, and I don't think her husband knew she was going to get that detailed. You know, um, just she could, I understand she wants to tell everything, but some stuff it's just a little bit too much. In my personal opinion, it's just too much to me. Even with, she was saying that she was ovulating on some days that he wanted her to do the alleged freak off. Um, it some stuff was just too much. But we're gonna get into that as well. Also, guys, Chris Brown got arrested for something he did maybe a year or two ago. So he didn't got arrested as well. And did y'all hear Neo? All four of his girlfriends are pregnant. How sick is that? And like he out here selling, selling out concerts or nothing. Now just say, for instance, these women decide to leave him. He already got what, 4 or 5 kids now? That's gonna be 9 kids that he had to pay child support for. I don't think he thought this through, guys. You got all four of them pregnant at the same time? Oh, I can't. I cannot. Mm-mm. All right, guys, we're almost at that 10-minute mark. Let me just get the housekeeping out the way. Everything I say on my channel is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. All things said on my channel are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Also, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, there is an allowance for fair use of copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and learning. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Okay, let's see where we're going to start at. Yeah, Dio got all four of his women pregnant, honey. All four of those women are pregnant. Now, y'all know Neo haven't been, really doing, making any new music, and he really hasn't been doing a lot of concerts. So where is he supposed to get the money at to take care of all four of these babies? So all of them got pregnant around the same time, so they're all going to be, coming, at once. Maybe they're about probably a couple of weeks or probably a month apart, but all of them are pregnant. So, you said you've been on jury duty and the court wants to know everything. Okay, Capricorn Flower. I just, I don't know. I don't know if I could have got up there and said that I let people urinate in my. I don't know. I just couldn't. I oh, that's just so much, guys. It's too much. But as you come in, guys, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, follow me on my other platforms. Drop the T on all platforms. Drop the T. And also, make sure you guys are commenting what you think. We all do not have to agree. Over here, we can agree to disagree, and everyone has their own opinion. Over here, everybody' opinion matters. All right, so let's start out with let's start out with DDG and Haley. So now let me just ask y'all opinion. Do y'all think that DDG was putting hands and feet on Haley? Excuse me, Halle. Do y'all think he was putting hands and feet on her? Do y'all think he made up the story? Do y'all think that she made up the story about that she was trying to put her child in the back seat and he, got belligerent, calling her bees, talking about get out my car, bees. Could you see DDG saying that? I could. I don't think she hurt her own arm herself. And then the part about, he gets on this internet here and says that she don't she's stopping him from seeing their son. Now, there are tons of time when she told him that he can get the son and he said, I'll just get him when you come back from out of town. Or no, I can't get him right now. Then she tried to even set up, get on a page where he got, they set up visitation. He didn't want that. He wants to be able to come over her house anytime he get ready, whenever he get ready, and whenever he wants. And if he said he don't want him at this time, then that's what it is. He don't want to have, set up visit. He wants to be able to come over her house anytime he wants to, anytime he wants to. So that's why he don't want to set up the visit. Okay. Another thing is, she even said that she tried to set up things with his mother. Okay. She said even when the incident happened of him trying to when he put hands on her, she went in there and told his mom and them. His mom and them said they were going to take care of it. Apparently not. And then why are you going into somebody else's home taking pictures? Because she is not there, that doesn't mean that she's out with a man. And because somebody is at the same place that you're at, that don't mean that you're there with them. And then this is another thing. Do they? I'm trying to figure. I was looking, doing some research. Do they got some type of agreement that when they have their child, that they can't be around the opposite sex? Because she said, I wouldn't do that. I have Halo with me. But if she's not in a relationship with him, what's the problem? I understand he probably don't want his son around different men and things like that. But I don't think Halle would have, their child around different men. She doesn't look like that type to me. Now, I have nothing against DDG, but people were saying that they warned her about DDG. That she was warned how he was. Do I think DDG is arrogant? Yes, he's very arrogant. He says, well, I have more money than Haley anyway. So, whatever. Then he was just on this podcast, and him and the other men are saying they don't really need women now. Long as they got kids, their kids love them. They said they probably only need women for sex. That's what they're saying now. And that's DDG said it as well. Now, Haley was letting DDG see Halo whenever he wanted to, but he just got too violent. She said even before she gave birth to their baby, he had got violent with her. So supposedly now she has asked for sole custody of Halo, and right now she temporarily has sole custody of him, and she's asking for him to see Halo 6 hours a week with visitation, with a supervised visit. And she's asking that he not be able to take this baby out of the country, not to get any passport, because she's thinking that he's going to try to run off with Halo. I don't know. Allegedly, he has threatened this before. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Spectations. That sounds just like our Martell Capricorn flower. Yep, a hookup has turned into a lifetime of misery. You right about that. So let's just get into a little bit of what Haley is saying here, guys. Let's just get into a little bit of it because these men is something else. These men are something else, y'all. Now, do I I just don't think Haley would come out here and make up stuff on this man. So let's just go here, y'all. Let's just go here. She says here, says DDG abused her, allegedly. Well, excuse me, A beat her before the birth of their son, claims he threatened to take Halo and pays zero support. He pays no child support because y'all know she has a nanny. He pays zero support. He will not commit to any regular visit, demands Halo when it is convenient for him. Now, these are the court documentations. So this is what he does. Then let me see this other one here. One second. So Haley has been granted temporary sole custody of son Halo after accusing ex DDG of AB. I was afraid the violence would reoccur. That's what Holly is saying here. So let me take that down here. So I think like she said, he has been doing stuff to her, but she has been protecting him. And then how do you not pay any support? I'm trying to figure that part out. How do you not pay any support? So she has to pay for um the nanny and everything by herself. He's not paying anything. So let's just go over the restraining order here, guys, because he was doing some stuff, y'all. He was doing some stuff. Give me 1 second here.
Everybody was shocked. I don't know why people were shocked that DDG got a restraining order put on him. I knew it was going to be a matter of time before it happened because I felt like he was always using his platform to weaponize it against, Haley, because Haley was always seen as the good girl when she was with him. How could she be with someone like him? And then when they separated, everybody was praising her. Of course, he has a fan base. He's a streamer by living. Whenever he didn't get his way, he weaponized and used his platform, against her, and they started trolling.
I do not own the rights to any of these clips that I am showing. I do not own the rights to any of these clips.
Her, calling her like a bad mother. What type of person wouldn't want, their child and his dad's life and stuff like that? And we'll never forget when she didn't want her baby on camera for whatever reason. You got to remember she's still postpartum. Not everybody wants their child streamed in front of millions of people, judging them and memeing them and all this. And yes, she was posting her kid, which she has the right to do, but to make the kid a part of content, I think that's a whole different story. She signed up for this, and this is her baby daddy that she chose, and she's not innocent in all of this. But I knew it was only a matter of time before allegations came out that when, old boy didn't get his way, he's emotionally immature. This ain't the first time a woman has came forward to say that, he's put hands on her. And Ruby Rose came forward. Although I did drag Ruby Rose for trying to say that this man pimped her out and made her do OnlyFans, that it was his fault, and it was like, no, ma'am, it was your fault. Okay, I'm not for all this. Oh, I was lured into the dungeon with Candy and Todd against my will. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You walked your ass up in there and you continue to bend over, and you're still bending over even after he long and gone, which means it's a part of who you are now. But when it comes to DDG, this is not the first time that he has been accused of putting his hands on a woman, and Ruby Rose posted pictures with bruises on her body. When it comes to Halle Bailey, everybody's, they're like, what? Like restraining order? I'm glad that she handled it the way that she handled it, because She didn't take to social media and was like, this guy hit me. I love him. He's my baby daddy, but like, he's crazy. He's violent. I want this. I want that. She didn't do it. She took her ass straight down to the courthouse and let them crackers handle it as they should. So apparently, I guess maybe this newfound Diddy trial has given her the courage to do something that she should have did when it happened on March 7th. She's filed a restraining order. She was granted a restraining order. DDG did know about it. So him acting clueless as to where this came from, he knew about it because she presented evidence to back up her story. The evidence of him breaking the Ring camera, the evidence of him grabbing her tooth being chipped and all of this, and everybody is just shocked. Let's go over the restraining order because we got the whole damn restraining order. So he's ordered to stay away from her, can't come to her house, can't come to her job, and he's not allowed to stream with the baby on live at all. He claims that he's fine and he's going to be all right. He's not allowed to say her name. He's not even allowed to mention Halle. She goes, I am the petitioner in this case. I have personal knowledge of the facts I state below, and if I were to be called as a witness, I could completely testify that I have written what I have written in this declaration. Exhibits referenced below are true and correct copies of the identified document and are incorporated in reference at the place indicated by the exhibit letter. She says, I submit this declaration in support of my request for domestic violence restraining order. Daryl Dwayne Granberry, DDG, and I were involved in a romantic relationship for about 2 years in 2022 and ending in 2024. Our son, Halo Saint Granberry Halo, was born December 2nd, 2023. Throughout our relationship and continuing to date, Daryl has been and continues to be physically, verbally, emotionally, and financially abusive towards me. I'm seeking orders to protect myself and our son from his ongoing abuse. Now, Daryl is a professional YouTube and Twitch blogger and rapper. Whenever he wishes to cause upset, he starts bad-mouthing me to his several millions of fans. He claims I am withholding our son and that I am with other men. As a result, I receive threats and hate on social media. He seems to try to set up drama for his fans. He goes live ranting about me and alleges that I am keeping Halo from him. This is false. I have requested to set a schedule, which he refuses. I am also a public figure and I am subject to public scrutiny and hate. As recently as this morning, May 13, 2025, Daryl was giving an interview in Miami on TikTok talking about our son, flipping the script, claiming he is getting hated on by his fans. To be clear, I do not go on social media discussing our relationship or any of our issues related to our son, and she does not. She has not mentioned anything about this man, but yet he has her name in his mouth every day because he's a bitch. Mm-hmm. Okay, he goes live ranting about me and alleges that I am keeping my son from him. This is false. I have requested to set a schedule, which he refuses. Okay. Now, to be clear, I do not go on social media discussing our relationship or any of our issues to our son. Only he does that. He is the one that creates this frenzy with his fan bases, and he is now going online to continue talking about it. Our relationship ended in 2024 because of Daryl's temper and lack of respect towards me. There have been numerous incidents of physical abuse even before Halo was born. He often calls me profanities, including bitch. He often called me evil. He round there with Aiden Ross, and he called him Doechii and Megan Thee Stallion a bitch. And Aiden Ross just lost several multi-million-dollar ad deals for calling 2 high-profile Black women bitches. Since we broke up, we have had ongoing issues related to Daryl's last-minute demands to see Halo without any schedule. He will not commit to any regular visits or schedule for visits. He demands Halo when it's convenient for Daryl only. I never know when I will get Halo back or where will he be. Based on my discussions with him and his mother, I am aware that Daryl leaves Halo with his mother most of the visits. Sounds like Future. That's what Future does with all his kids because he has way too many orgies to be having kids around. She also goes on to say, I want Daryl's family to be close with Halo, but I believe Daryl should be present instead of simply leaving Halo with his family for days. The discussion continued as I walked him outside to assist to put Halo in a car seat. I was buckling the baby into his car seat and physically got into the back seat to adjust the car seat. I had left my front door open and was not even fully dressed. Daryl kept repeating, get out of my car, bitch. Daryl kept repeating, get out of my car, bitch. Halo was crying. I repeatedly pleaded with him to stop calling me a bitch. I felt very nervous, and he was taking Halo with him and was very agitated. I did not feel safe leaving the baby with him in the
Okay,
state.
so don't have enough of that. All right, guys. So do y'all believe that DDG did this? People are saying that DDG did no such thing. People are saying that women are just as violent as men are. I don't. Let me just say this. I was not there, but she has evidence to back up what she is saying. Also, we know that a lot of the time men do not like being told when they can get the kids. And especially if they think you're seeing somebody else, oh no. They not gonna agree to no set time. They want to pop up when they get ready. And then sometimes some men will be like, if you seeing somebody, then they don't want to watch the kids. Because they think that you're gonna have too much time with the man. They don't want to watch the kids. So that sounds about right to me. You know, we've all had experience with, baby daddies, and some people had experience with baby mamas where, if they think you're dating somebody, then they don't want to get the kids. That's just how it is. Can I believe that? Yes, I can believe that. Is it where when they do get the kids, and do you think they're watching them full time? No. If they got mothers or sisters, 9 times out of 10, they probably leaving them there with their mother. Is that uncommon or unheard of? No. And then this is another thing. So you take the child off, and I can't know when you're taking them to. How does that work? What type of bullshit is this? And then she said that she don't know when he take them. She don't know when she gonna get the child back. No. So when the baby was born, they had no type of custody set up, no type of support set up or nothing. This ninja, what makes all this money on YouTube, Twitch, and all this, and don't pay nothing? What type of bullshit is this? And see, that's why I think he never wanted to put the courts in it, because he don't want to get put on child support. That's what I think it is. He don't want to be put on child support. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hello, Linda Gamble, my mod. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, please do not mention any content creator's name in the chat. Please hit the like button as you're coming in, please, and thank you. Thank you. 22 likes and 26 in the chat. Let's get those likes up, please, and thank you. Yes, I can see that. He did that. Hello, Monique. Hello, Mama Bees. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. 26 likes and 26 in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I think that DDG is so arrogant to me. But my 20-year-old son, he's been following DDG for a long time, and he likes DDG. And me and him had a debate last night about it. Me and him had a debate about it. Hello, CC. Hello, hello, hello. We had a debate about it, and we agreed to disagree. He said, well, if she's trying to harm me, what do you suggest I do? I said, what have I told you to do if a woman is trying to hurt you? He said, you told me to try to hold her down and run out the house. I said, you're correct. He said, but don't you think that while he was trying to, hold her arms, that she could have probably bruised her? I said, that's a possibility because she is light. That's a possibility. But with his track record, no. Even Ruby Rose came out here and said that he had allegedly did something to her. Now, with her having temporary full custody of him, and he can't even talk about her or their son on his stream, he's feeling some type of way because he came on, I think it was last night, looking like he was about to cry. He didn't have anything to say. Sir, you brought all of this on yourself. You brought all of this on yourself. Now, she could have been a bitch and came out here and start talking about him on the internet, and like Tasha and like she said, she did the right thing. She went to the court because if they haven't even established paternity of the child, that's another problem. They need to establish paternity. So I'm guessing because if they don't have like anything set up for child support or visitation, they might have not even established paternity yet. And like I said, DDG did not want to do that because it seems like he don't want to pay any child support. And I don't think that's right. This woman has to have a nanny and medical bills and things like that. Are you taking care of any of that? But she said it right here. He gives her no support. Hello, Thelma, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. He gives no support. I don't think that's right. Even though she can handle it, what his needs are. But both of y'all made this child. Both of y'all should be, contributing to him financially. Now, do I think Haley will be granted full custody of the child? Maybe, because it seems like he's violent. She's asking for supervised visitation because she's talking about he's explode and things like that. So she's fearful for the child. And then his brother, was it Dub or whatever his name is, he was going through something similar with his baby mama as well. He was trying to take her to court, allegedly trying to take a car back from her. But after all this stuff came out with DDG, allegedly now she's saying that he's telling her she can just keep the car. Then he gets on here crying, the brother talking about he just do whatever it is that she wants him to do so he can see his child. And then the one friend getting on here talking about bashing Haley, talking about Haley was allegedly hitting him, because he cannot say anything about her, nothing, not even about his son, So we shall see what's going to happen. They go to court on June 5th or 6th, one of those dates. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. And then she hasn't even put out the Ring camera footage that he smashed her Ring camera. Then he broke in her house, taking pictures. You taking picture of an empty bed. So to me, you're trying to say, well, your bed doesn't look like it's been slept in, so that means you're not sleeping in it. That means you're with another man. That's how I'm taking it. If you taking pictures of an empty bed and I'm not in it, and you say you see what I'm on, what do that mean? Because the bed hasn't been slept in. What am I on? That's the only way I can take it. Well, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Do y'all think that Haley is going to get full custody of Halo? And that do y'all think that she should have full custody? Do you think it should be 50-50? Do y'all think that DDG should be paying some type of support to help with the child? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Moving on to another story here, where this lady is forced to be on a what is it called? Life support because she's pregnant. She could have had him arrested for breaking and entering. I wish she had done that too. Yes, but I think she's trying to go a little bit on him because he's the father of her child. And we all been there before where we tried not to put them in, in jail or anything like that. But, sometimes when you try to give them grace, they get worse. But we're going to see how this going to play out, y'all. We're going to see how it's going to play out because she has asked to be granted to take her son to, I think it's Italy for 2 months because she's doing a film there. and a judge has granted her permission to take Halo with her for 2 months to, I think it's Italy. I guess he thought that she was gonna keep Haley was just gonna keep on letting him do whatever he wants to her, disrespect her and whatever. That she wasn't gonna do nothing. But hey, guess Haley got her evidence and said she done had enough of this shit. But let's get into this. We're gonna stick a pin in that for now. Hello, Carla, my T Simper. Hello, hello, hello. You said DDG was clout chasing with Haley. Yep, he sure was. Now, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think this woman should be um, forced to be on life support with this child? So let me bring it up, you guys. Let me know what y'all think. I think this is terrible, guys.
A Metro Atlanta mother lies brain dead in a hospital room, being kept alive only because she's pregnant.
So her case is now raising a lot of new questions about Georgia's controversial heartbeat law. Adriana Smith's family says they've been forced to wait without a voice while doctors try to keep her body functioning long enough to deliver her baby.
11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live outside of Emory Midtown, where Adriana was just moved hours ago. Cody, what have you learned about what's going on here?
Well, Jennifer and Ron, Adriana has been on a ventilator for the past 90 days. Now, as you mentioned, she was moved here just hours ago, so doctors can deliver her baby when it is time. Her family visits her every day, including her young son, who believes his mom is just sleeping. A crushing emotional toll, as you can imagine. The family says it's been made worse because they have no say on what happens next. 30-year-old Adriana Smith was about 9 weeks pregnant when she started having bad headaches in February.
Enough to know that something was wrong.
April Newkirk says her daughter went to Northside Hospital for help.
They gave her some medication, but they didn't do any tests. They didn't do any CT scans. If they did, they would have caught it.
The next morning, Adriana's boyfriend noticed something was terribly wrong.
She was gasping for air in her sleep, gargling. More than likely it was blood. She was taken to Emory, Decatur, and then she was transferred here
to Emory University Hospital, where Adriana worked as an RN. Unfortunately, there was nothing doctors could do.
They did a CT scan and she had blood clots all in her head. So they had asked me if they could do a procedure to relieve them, and I said yes. But then they called me back and they said that they couldn't do it.
Doctors declared Adriana brain dead.
So I feel as if somebody dropped the ball at the hospitals, and her boyfriend asked, please keep her. If she was kept at the hospital, we wouldn't be here.
Because of Georgia's heartbeat bill, which bans abortions after a fetal heartbeat is detected, her family says they weren't given any say in what happens next.
It's torture for me. I come here and I see my daughter breathing by the ventilator, but she's not there. And I'm touching her. And she has a son who I bring to see her.
Now, 21 weeks pregnant, her baby's health uncertain.
She's pregnant with my grandson, but my grandson may be blind, may not be able to walk, wheelchair bound. We don't know if he'll live once she has him.
A situation she says no one should be forced into.
It should have been left up to the family because I'm in my 50s, her dad is in his 50s, so we're going to have the responsibility with her partner to raise her sons, you know? And I'm not saying that we would have chose to terminate her pregnancy. What I'm saying is we should have had a choice. We should have had a choice.
It's likely doctors will not induce Adriana for at least another month. And it's not just the baby's health the family is worried about, also a medical bill. They say that continues to grow every day.
All right, Cody, thank you so much. We know you'll continue to follow this story for us. And right now, under Georgia law, once a fetal heartbeat is detected, abortion is illegal, even in cases like Adriana's. In most states, decisions would defer to the mother or the next of kin, especially if the baby is unlikely to survive. But because Adriana is brain dead and no longer technically at risk herself, the law requires doctors to keep her alive until the baby can survive on its own. Tonight, a Metro Atlanta mother lies brain dead in a hospital room, being kept alive only because she's pregnant.
So her case is now raising a lot of new questions about Georgia's controversial heartbeat law. Adriana Smith's family says they've been forced to wait without a voice while doctors try to keep her body functioning long enough to deliver her baby.
11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live outside of Emory Midtown, where Adriana was just moved hours ago. Cody, what have you learned about what's going on here?
Well, Jennifer and Ron, Adriana has been on a ventilator for the past 90 days. Now, as you mentioned, she...
Okay, guys, how do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about your child is being made to be on a ventilator, and y'all know she's no longer here? What do y'all think about that? Hello, MLC Capricorn 72. That is torture. You know your child is no longer here, and then her son comes there and thinks that the mom is asleep. She's been there for 90 days. 90 days. 90 days. I think this is just heartbreaking. 90 days. Just heartbreaking. Let me see. He said, I wish she had went to Emory Hospital first. Maybe they would have done some tests and not sent her home. Okay. You said the ID channel is doing a thing with Wendy Williams on Monday with extra. Okay, Linda. Okay. I'll have to look at that. This is sad. Yes, this is sad. This is tragic. Yes. I suffer from chronic migraines. My regular doctor and neurologist is treating me with Botox shots. I do too. I have very bad migraines myself, Linda. They wanted to do the Botox with me and I didn't. I take Topamax at night to manage my migraines and something, and then what's the name of my other medication? If my migraines get bad during the day, so I have medication for them. You said it is sad. What kind of life will the unborn baby have if he has disabilities? Right, and the mother says she's in her 50s, so she says she's going to have to raise the son that's already here, and then the baby that her daughter's carrying. They don't know if the baby is going to have disabilities, if he's blind, if he's going to be able to walk or anything. They don't know. And she says she is going to, her and I guess the boyfriend are going to have to take care of the child. So she says she's already going to have to take care of her daughter's child that she has now. She said because she goes to the hospital every day. And then when the baby comes, she said she's going to have to help raise that baby too, along with her daughter's partner or boyfriend. And she said they were not given any type of rights or anything, and she said that should have been left up to the family. But because of a law they have there in Texas, they don't have any rights. Because if the baby got a heartbeat, some type of law they have there in Texas, they can't do anything. That's got to be really tough for them, for a mother to go there every day and see her child, being kept alive, and she's no longer there, and then you taking the child, her other child there, and he thinking that she's asleep. That got to be really, really, really hard. Yes, in Georgia. This is in Georgia. Mm-mm. So if if you get pregnant or anything like that, they don't care. They don't care about, your health. Again, you don't got no rights. Let's see here. Moving on along here to let's move along over here. We're gonna put a pin in that. Let's move on over here to with Diddy and Cassie. Now, Cassie is due to have that baby. They said she probably can go into labor, even probably next week. Now, I said on this channel, we can agree to disagree. But some of the stuff that I'm hearing, I got to, just be realistic here, guys. They're saying, that, that she, was calling Diddy talking about she wanted to, have a freak off. She wanted to, do things. She was directing the escorts and stuff. So it's not, because before it was like he was making her do all this stuff, but from what's coming out, some of it she wanted to do. Some of it they wanted to swing. They have tons of text messages. Now, was she on Rubs? Yeah, both of them was on Rubs. But she did say that Diddy wanted her to get some help for her rug problem. Okay? But both of them were doing it. Like I said, some of the stuff is like very disturbing about the sores in the mouth, the urinating in the mouth, and she said at one point it was two people doing it, urinating on her, that she was choking. Now, like I said, I know Capricorn Flower said you got to tell everything, but some stuff I just would just take to the grave with me. I could not sit there and say that. But they got a chance to cross-examine her today with some things that were going on. And, some of the stuff she, they asked her about it, and, she, admitted to it. She admitted to it. So we're just going to take a look at some of the stuff that happened. So this is an update, guys. This is an update. But I think Diddy might get off on some of these charges. Just saying. I'm trying to stay neutral here. I really
started out by asking Cassie Ventura if she was in love with Sean Combs for 11 years. And then they said, you believed that he needed you, right? At which point Ventura said, in some ways I did. From there, the defense pulled up several emails and text messages from early in the relationship between Ventura and Combs. Now, I'm not going to lie, some of these messages were very explicit, but they show Ventura express that she couldn't wait at some points in time to have sex with more than one person. Now, on background, Ventura testified that she first became intimate with Combs on her 21st birthday, which was August of 2007. Now, less than 2 months later, she sent an email to Combs in which she expresses her love, but she also talks about her insecurity, wondering if Combs was more interested in her friend. So jurors heard part of that email. I'm going to read it. It said, quote, maybe Carrie would have been better. I really do love you, and I hope to just be able to learn what it is you want in a woman and give it to you. The defense said this is the beginning of showing that their relationship was complicated. So there have been a lot of questions about whether Ventura actually wanted to take part in these freak-offs or if she was forced to do so. And the defense introduced an email in 2009 in which Combs sent her something saying that he wanted to be with her, asking her, I want to do what you want me to do. And part of her response said, I need to feel safe, like home, like this is my husband, and this is, and she said in big letters in this email, the only man that will ever have this aggressive sexual side of me. She went on to say that I'm nervous. I'm just becoming the girlfriend that you get your own fantasies off of with. And that's it. So the defense started out by asking Cassie Ventura if she was in love with Sean Combs for 11 years.
Okay, so how do y'all feel about this? Do y'all think that some of the stuff that happened that she participated in? I'm trying to be neutral here, but some of these emails and stuff that's been read that she sent to him. Now this was way before the rugs, y'all. This was way before the rugs. This is in the beginning. She's trying to be what this other woman was doing for him. She wanted to be that woman to him. Okay, so I'm not saying what, I can't tell, what a grown woman what to do, but if you knew, if he telling you what this other woman was doing, and you said you wanted to, be down too, do y'all think that she willingly participated in these freak offs? Do y'all think that she participated? Now, she said in these text messages that she wanted to do what the other woman was doing. Okay? Then as it goes on, she was initiating the freak off. They were getting people off of Craigslist, escorts. She said sometimes, she would watch him have, with other women and with other women. And then he would watch her with other men. So is what he's saying correct about they were swingers? And then, some of the time they said the kids couldn't take it. His daughter and them, they got up and left. And for a father, why would you want your 3 daughters in there while they going over what you do in your bedroom? You should not have wanted your daughters in there. They could have been, as that, was going on, they could have been out there in the hallway. They did not have to be in there. They did not have to be in there, to me. So what I will say is this. I'm not taking up for Diddy or anything, but you do have some women that are freaks like that. You do have them. You do have some women that are willing participant of being a swinger. You do have that. Now, in the beginning, did I think, when she was at her right sound and mind, that some of the stuff she agreed to do with it? Yes, I do, because of the text messages and stuff. And she said it herself. Yes, in the beginning, she wanted, she participated in these things. But then as time went on, I don't think she was willing to participate. But then get this. She said that her and Puffy took a break. She started dating Kid Cudi or whatever his name is. But then she said that she would still go and do the freak offs with P. Diddy while she was dating Kid Cudi. So my question is this. If you and him had took a break and you were dating somebody else, why did you go back over there and do the freak off? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. If she was with another man, right? Dating somebody else, they had took a break. Why was she still participating in the freak offs with him? That's what I'm trying to understand that part. Why was she still participating in the freak offs? If she was in another whole relationship or dating somebody else. They're on a break. She is with another man. So why were you doubling back over there to do the freak off? I'm just trying to understand that part. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Why do y'all think that she was in another relationship with this other man. Why was she going back over there to do freak off? Let me know what y'all think. And then, y'all do know that her husband that she's married to now, he worked for P. Diddy. He was Cassie's trainer, exercise trainer, or whatever, fitness trainer. And she started going with him. So I was just trying to figure this part out. Now, she was dating other people, but how did she get away from him and go with the trainer? And nothing happened to her. I'm just trying to make sense of this all. So she started going with the trainer. Now she did say that she tried to get away from him. He kicked her door in. But then how did she get away from him and stay with the trainer? Did he come after her when she was dating the trainer? Did he try to kick the door in when she was with the trainer? Anything like that? How was she able to get away from him then and be with the trainer? How did that happen? Does anybody know in the chat? Let me know in the chat if y'all know. You said, is that what kind of life will the baby have if it's disabled? I know, and then the mom, like I said, she said she's in her 50s. She's gonna have to raise both of the kids. That is really sad, y'all. Correct. She was dating her new husband. Correct, MLC Capricorn 72. So my thing is, how was she able to get away? Because they're saying that she tried to get away, but he kicked her door in. But then how did she manage to stay away here with the trainer and her husband, and he didn't come look for her, kick the door in? And guys, I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm just trying to understand. I'm with y'all. I'm trying to understand that part. And then as she got away and they took a break and she was with Kid Cudi, he didn't do anything to her, but she said she was still going over there to Diddy house, still doing a freak off when she was with Kid Cudi. I'm just trying to make sense of this. That's what I said. I'm confused with this part here. She was able to take breaks, y'all. So that's why I'm confused about the part where she's saying that she couldn't get away. They took a break. She went with Kid Cudi. She got away. She went with her new husband. So why was she not able to get away? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because it seemed like to me she was getting away when she was going with these different men. I'm just saying. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. This is what's being said. She was getting away. She was going with these other men. She was dating other people. But then it seemed like she would always go back to pussy. That's what it seemed like. Y'all let me know in the chat if this is making sense to y'all. I'm just saying what it is. I'm just saying what she's saying. And then there are plenty of the lady from the Breakfast Club. She is out there as well. Tisa Tells is out there. There's another lady out there, and they're coming back. You said he had Kid Cudi's car blew up. Oh, okay. I mean, oh. But then why didn't he do anything to this trainer though? Why didn't he do anything to the trainer? How was the trainer able to keep her safe? You said maybe her mind was controlled by him. Okay. These are possibilities, I'm just saying it all of this is disturbing. All of it. But y'all know what's going to happen? Allegedly and for entertainment purposes. Now, I just got this thing right here. Let me show y'all. They could start coming for everybody. I think on the list, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. I think maybe, allegedly, Jay-Z and Beyonce is next. It seems like they're trying to take all these people down. To me, I think they next. Because let me show y'all something. Now, I don't know how even Aaliyah got in this mix here. Let me just show y'all something here. Give me 1 second. One second here. It's a lot of people being put up in the mix here. 1 second here. Where is 1 second? There's a lot of people that are being put up in here. It's not just him. It's a lot of other people that are being mentioned here. There are a lot of other people, and these are high profile celebrities that are being mentioned. Here we go, right here. Let me show y'all something. They for the comfort these other people. Watch what I tell y'all. These other people going too. Let me pull this up here. Turn this music down. These are other people that has something to do with some stuff here, y'all. Look at these other people. So some other people going too. This is way bigger. Look at Cuba Gooding Jr. Now, how did Aaliyah get in here? Talking about possible victim. God rest her soul. Jaguar Wright. Michael Jackson, God rest his soul. Tupac, possible victim. So some other stuff is gonna come out of here. Justin Bieber, y'all know he ain't doing too well. They trying to say J-Lo is an accomplice. They even got Paul Rihanna on here. They say 50 Cent is a whistleblower. Kanye West is a whistleblower. So some stuff is going to come out. Something is going to happen. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Because I think that something is going on. Something is going on. Something is definitely going on. Oh. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Because I think that, some of the stuff, you said the trainer could have been one of her freak offs, her husband? You think her husband was participating? You said Mama B said he threatened kid's life. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. You heard the list. You heard the list is long. That's what I'm hearing. Hello, Lorcy Jones, my tea sipper. Cassie is an emotional abuse and addict. That's how they operate. Unfortunately, she's in treatment now for everything. Okay, if she's in treatment, congratulations. We all don't know what we're gonna go through in our life, and I'm glad she's in treatment. She know her husband. She got a that she has a loving husband that loves her and supports her. So hopefully, this is going to, be in the rearview mirror for her. But there was a lot of things that was going on. Also, I just want us to hear some more of the case here. There was a lot of stuff going on in this case today. Let me just bring this up here. There's a lot of stuff going on in this case.
Are being discussed. She is addressing them to Puffy or Pop. That was the nickname that she had for him. And she told him that in order for me to be more open, I need to feel like you're my husband, that this is the only man who will have this aggressive sexual side of me. And this is where it gets to be important, because then she says in this email exchange that in the beginning, when we were in love and we did these freak offs, she responded and she said, it felt right. So that's what she says in that email. And defense counsel questioned her about that and what she was referring to. It was those freak offs. And she said, it felt right. She said, we were in love. And then she said, I'm afraid, though, that I'm becoming just one of your girlfriends in order for you to get your fantasies off. So they are going through all of these communications, Ted, between Sean Combs and Cassie, trying to establish consent, that she was a willing participant, and in fact, sending messages to him, one of which I'm not going to read, talking about the things that she wanted to be doing in these freak-offs.
Interesting.
It's going to be important, and what defense counsel is picking up on is an email. So when these emails or BlackBerry messages are being discussed, she is addressing them to Puffy or Pop.
See, and that's what I'm trying to figure out here is about these messages, y'all. That she was sending to him, saying what she wanted to be done to her. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I'm just trying to figure that part out. I'm just trying to figure that part out. What she was saying that she wanted to be done to her. I'm just trying to figure that part out, y'all. Now, not saying it's right, I'm just trying to figure this out. Now, this is a very interesting thing here with this lady here. A lot of people are saying, I think he is on the list, Capricorn. MLC Capricorn 72. I think he is on there. This is another thing. Now, this lady right here, I like what she's saying. I do like what she's saying, y'all.
Look, I don't like Diddy. Didn't like him when he was puffy. But I got to keep it $150. Cassie is not innocent in all of this, okay? Especially with the testimony that came out today. You can't make me believe that she is. She said herself that she didn't say no to the freak-offs because she didn't want him to get a different woman instead. So she didn't want to be replaced. She didn't want to lose access to that lifestyle. She stayed there and she participated in some of those things because she enjoyed it. And some of it that she did not enjoy, she stayed because he's rich. Okay? If Diddy was just regular old Sean that drives a forklift at the warehouse, at the factory up the road, she would not have took no ass whoopings for 10 years. Okay? She would have got the hell on. She might have stayed around for like 10 months until she got an income tax and got her a little apartment or something, a little hoopty, and got the hell on. But being for real though, I'm just keeping it $150. If he was a regular working dude, she would not have stuck around for that shit. It was the money. It was the fucking money, the fame, the fortune, and keep it real, the dope. Because she talked about they used a lot of drugs. She didn't want to lose access because she had developed some very expensive habits. What's up, y'all? Look, I don't like Diddy. Didn't like him when he was puffy. But I got to keep it $150.
Okay, y'all. What do y'all think? Do y'all think this is true? Do y'all think she stayed around because he was rich? Do y'all think she did not want to leave the lifestyle? Hello, Stacy. Do y'all think she did not want to leave that lifestyle that she was used to? A lot of people will do some strange things for some change. And then, hello, Linnell. Hello, hello. People, become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, a certain way of living. And then, you know, she had got into some expensive habits. Okay. So in the comments, people are saying she was a willing participant. She was not a victim. She was a volunteer. It looks like she did not want him to find another woman to do these things with. You know that's some of the things that's been said here. How do y'all feel about that? What do y'all think about that? So do y'all think she was a victim or a volunteer? Victim or volunteer? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Because I told y'all, I said some of this stuff, it just don't seem right. Where she is sending these texts. And this was before she was actually, fully on the rugs. Just saying. Excuse me, just saying. This is before she was fully on these rugs, y'all. Now, and you got some women out here like that. Excuse me. That they will, if the man is used to a certain woman doing certain things, the other woman, to keep his attention and to be with him, she will start doing those things that the other woman was doing to keep him. And it's not unheard of. Some women will do that. Now, am I saying that he didn't, AB her? Yes, we saw him dragging her up and down the hotel. I agree with that. But the other stuff, I'm just on the fence right now about the freak offs that she was forced. Because, even these emails that she sent him in these text messages, is she's asking to do it. And then also where she was in another relationship with people and she was still going over there doing the freak offs. So I'm a little bit confused by that. I am. I'm just a little bit confused by it as to what was going on, what was happening here. Why didn't you just stay away? But again, the money is the root of all evil in that lifestyle she had. But she did say herself, she said she is aggressive. She said she got a slick mouth. It was an interview she did with DJ Envy, Puff Daddy, and herself and some more people. I have the interview she did. She was on there talking. She said, I got a slick mouth. They said she said she get rah-rah. That's what she said. I'm telling you what she said. I'm not saying it. She said it. Let me see what y'all thinking. I think you said you think her family may have kept her trapped in that for a financial gain. I can see that. The lifestyle and what comes with it and being young. Okay, I can see that too, Monique. Yep. I think two things can be true at the same time. Yes. Just think about it. She had access to money. She's going to all the fancy parties, had, lived in a mansion, had a nice house or penthouse. Because now, don't get me wrong, Diddy took really good care of the women he was messing with. Look how he was giving Miami all type of money. But they were doing things. They were allegedly in the freak offs. Even Miami was talking about the golden showers. So maybe that's his fetish. Allegedly, he liked to get peed on or see other people get peed on. He was giving Miami. She had an allowance. What was it? $250,000 a month or something like that that she was getting a month from him. Then he would take her on shopping sprees and everything. So some people, will do some strange things for change. And I know they said they're not going to bring up how she was brought up. I don't know if she was brought up badly or whatever, but that's something that's off the table. They can't talk about her upbringing. She doesn't want to discuss that. I don't know why, if she had a good or bad upbringing. She don't want to discuss that. That was one of the things they were talking about, that she does not want to discuss that. Now, we know Jocelyn Hernandez, she talks about that's why she was a, poll worker. She claimed she had a bad childhood growing up. That's what she claims. So maybe that's her story as well. I heard his woman couldn't date other men when they split up. Who Puff Daddy? I mean, Diddy? If they talking about that, I couldn't believe that. But this is the thing. Cassie got with the trainer because remember they said that they had even put out here that Shani allegedly was messing with her trainer. So she got with the trainer and nothing happened to the trainer. That guy that Cassie, her husband, was her trainer. That Puff that Diddy was paying. He was supposed to be training her, and they got together. He's now Cassie's husband. But we shall see more evidence is going to come out. We're going to see more things that's coming out. In the trial, they're trying not to go too far with her because she is 8.5 months pregnant or 8 months pregnant, and they don't want to look like they're pressuring a pregnant woman. So I guess they not trying to go too hard and too deep with her because they said it'll look bad to the juries that they're picking on, a pregnant woman. So that was another thing as well. So they're thinking that Cassie might be having that baby probably next month. So kudos to her and her husband. She said she even wanted to have kids by Diddy. She wanted kids by him. That's what it's saying allegedly that she wanted kids by him. It was more like it seems more like to me she wanted a relationship with Diddy. She said she even wanted to be his wife. But it seemed like that's not what Diddy wanted from her. He didn't want kids by her. He didn't want her as a wife. Maybe they, he had it where she was just going to be the freak off partner. That's what I'm taking it as. She was just going to be his freak off partner. That's how I'm taking it. How would y'all take it? Because I don't see anything about, her being like wife material to him. And I think she's a nice looking woman. I do. Cassie's a very nice looking woman. And some things happened to her. But like I said, I don't know what was the difference between her being with these other men and then her being with the trainer and she was able to get away from him. Why didn't he kick the door in when she got with the trainer? That's all I want to know. Why didn't he kick the door in then? And then there's supposed to be another witness coming up as well. And she's going to talk about her getting raped, I guess, by him. But she's saying that he didn't have anything. She said that his private area looked like Tootsie Rolls. She said it was smaller than a Tootsie Roll. So she's saying that he didn't have anything, that he is not packing anything, if you know what I mean. So that's when 50 Cent came out making fun of him because that's what the woman said. So she said that it wasn't that bad because she compared it to a Tootsie Roll, y'all. She compared Diddy body part to a Tootsie Roll, y'all. Now you know that's bad. A Tootsie Roll? That's what she said. You know that's bad. But we know more people are going to be coming to testify. And then another name that kind of puzzled me, that I was really shocked when they said Laura London was at some of the parties. Now that shocked me. They said Laura London was there. That really shocked me. Hello, TNT, Gma. Hello, hello. They said Tootsie Roll. The woman said that it looked like a Tootsie Roll. So, 50 Cent, he got a troll. He started making memes about it. Yeah, so these people, no, no, no. So, also, the pool of baby oil. Who wants to get in a pool of baby oil? That was another. But you know what? You know what? It's probably, to me, it sounds weird, but to some other people, this is not weird. You have people who got a feet fetish. So by people being in baby oil, and you got some people, some people are into that kind of stuff. So it might be weird to us, but not to them. And they've been saying for years, decades, that weird shit go on in Hollywood. And we all been hearing, I've been hearing this since the 90s about Diddy parties. So everybody know about Diddy parties. Everybody know if Diddy call you at a certain hour not to answer the phone. People have always talked about this, about Diddy, not to answer the phone on certain times, after hours. Just saying. They said because he be on some creepy shit. That's what they said. I've heard this from multiple of men and women. They said if Puff call, after a certain time, either don't answer the phone or tell him you sleep or something like that, because he be on some weirdo shit. They said. I'm not saying it. I'm telling you what they said. They said he be on weirdo shit. Oh, okay. Itty bitty Diddy. Yep. They said Diddy ain't got nothing down there. Y'all know what I mean? Nothing down there. Nothing. When that woman compared it to a Tootsie Roll, I said, hell no. Hell to the fuck no. A Tootsie Roll? Uh-uh. Okay, Chanel. All right, you said you're just getting back. Okay. Oh, it shocked me because, Lauren, well, you know what? It shouldn't shock me because she had a baby by Lil Wayne, so that shouldn't shock me at all. She sat there and had a baby by him, so that shouldn't shock me. She got a damn baby by Lil Wayne, so that shouldn't shock me at all. But I didn't think she was going to these parties and stuff like that. That was my thing. I didn't think she was going to these parties and stuff like that. That's my thing. I didn't think she was doing that. But hey, everybody's suspect at this point. Everybody is damn suspect. Shit. Everybody's suspect. Shit. I just, what? I can't expect people to think like I think, people will do stuff for money, will do all type of shit for money. So I can't say that I'm surprised. About these, about, certain people. I can't, I shouldn't be saying that because you got to remember this is Hollywood. So people do strange things, y'all. I'm just saying, people do strange things in our Hollywood, y'all. Some strange things be going on up there. Some strange things be going on. Strange, strange things be going on. He said her sister worked for Diddy until he. Who? Which sister? Fantasia. What sister? Whose sister works for Diddy? Yeah, this is. You know what? But he had to be. He had to be taken down, y'all. But the people who introduced Diddy to this lifestyle, and y'all know who I'm talking about. Because how do y'all think Diddy got to be where he is? What do y'all think he had to do to get Bad Boys off the ground? What do y'all think allegedly and for entertainment purposes only? Everything I say is alleged. What do y'all think he had to do to try to get Bad Boys off the ground? Now, the people are saying that Clyde Davis allegedly is you know what. So, and some other record executives are you know what. So, do y'all think he had to do some strange things to get what he wanted going? Yeah, I do. I do. And so he was introduced allegedly, just an alleged, to this lifestyle by some people. And then y'all know it's been rumors out here for years about things that happen to other people. Look at what is his name? He worked on Empire. Rashard, look how that little boy is. Now he's the cutest little thing, but something happened to him when he started getting in Hollywood and going to these parties and stuff. That meant that he was not like that when he first came on the scene. The one that played Hakeem in Empire. So they didn't turn that little boy out, well, young man out. They didn't turn him completely out, and he hadn't even been in Hollywood that long. Look at Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. Look what he out here doing. Allegedly. Everything I say is allegedly. They both arguing over Cindy Starr. Just saying. Sometimes, all money ain't good money. Some stuff you just need to leave alone. Just saying. Some stuff you just need to leave alone. Because it ain't good for you. Look at Ray J. Ray J didn't damn near lost his damn mind. Look at Kanye. Just saying. You said Laura London? Oh, wow. I did not know that. You said you think he used that street pharmacy money? Yeah. Okay. So Diddy, y'all know Diddy. Diddy is very educated. He went to Howard University. Then I think he dropped out or got kicked out or something. Now he was doing good. Then he worked for Uptown Records, and we know the story with Uptown Records, y'all. Y'all know the story with Uptown Records. They're not here to tell the tale. Nobody from Uptown Records is here to tell the tale about Diddy because all of them knew about Diddy. Okay. Then he got to started partying them with y'all know who, those record executives, and they, and people are saying allegedly that maybe he had to do some strange things for some change and also to get Bad Boy up and going. So just saying, allegedly, alleged. And y'all know over there in Dubai, you can do all your fantasies over there. Whatever fantasy you got. And that's why a lot of actresses and stars be going over there to Dubai. So they whatever fantasy they want, they can get it done over there in Dubai. Yes, ma'am. They can, yes. Yes, sir. You can get whatever you want done over there. Animals, whatever you want. You can get it taken care of over there in Dubai. Just saying. Yes. Now, some people ain't going. Some people ain't going. Terrence Howard said that he called him over there to tell him he wanted him to help him with acting and singing. He said he'd get over there. He said, Puff Daddy sitting there staring at him. And he said he asked him what the hell going on. Asked him what the hell going on. Then he said, I thought he wanted me to come over here and help him with acting. Then he said, well, play the piano. He played the piano for him, and he said he kept on staring at him. And then he finally said, why the hell he keep staring at me? And somebody said, I think he want to F you. And Terrence Howard said, no, not me. Terrence Howard said he didn't go back over there at all. That was it. He said after he went over there maybe 2 days and he didn't want to do no acting or singing, he said he didn't go back. He said his manhood is more important to him than any damn thing. He said he didn't go back over there no more. And that's what the rest of them should have did. Because y'all know Terrence Howard had fell off. And that woman that he's with now helped him get back on. That Asian woman helped him get back on his feet. He had fell off really bad. So he said he wasn't doing none of that shit. So it all depends on who you are as a person, as a man. If your manhood is important to you. You know, they were saying that about Kevin Gates. Some people in jail had came out and said that Kevin Gates, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, was messing with people up in jail. Just saying. Allegedly. Just saying. Yes, he wanted to swallow Terrence up. Hello, baby girl, 1981, my mind. Hello. So we all just got to think about this. You know, money is not that important to me. And one thing I always say, I said I never would want to be rich, ever. I would want to be comfortable. I would never want to be rich. When you're rich, it's like you're a prisoner. Even K. Michelle said it. She said she feels like a prisoner. Think about it. When you're rich, right? You got a lot of money. You know how we have the freedom of getting in our car, driving around, going to the grocery store for ourselves, going maybe out to eat by ourselves, going to see a movie by ourselves, being in our house, in our house by ourselves. If I want to jump on the highway and maybe go to the outlet or just go out of town or anywhere by myself, I can do that. When you are rich, that's gone. You're a prisoner. Everywhere you go, you got to have somebody with you. If one or two people got to be with you. If you want to go to the grocery store, somebody got to be with you. You want to go to the movies, somebody got to be with you. You want to go out and have a drink, somebody got to be with you. You can never go nowhere no more by yourself. You think Beyonce can walk in the grocery store by herself? You think Beyonce can go jump in her car by herself and drive off somewhere? Or go to the movies or anything by herself? Or just go on vacation by herself? It's not happening. She will never be able to do that again in her life. Kate Michelle said she wants to go to a college or a high school reunion. That she said her record label told her she got to take 2 or 3 people got to go with her. She has to have a whole team go with her. She said she went on vacation. She said, like, y'all have the freedom when y'all get dressed, on vacation. Y'all can just walk out y'all hotel room and just go on the beach or something. She said, when I get dressed, I have to call for somebody to come get me like I need a damn babysitter. She said she can't walk around by herself. So if she on vacation, her team or security, they have to come down into her room and get her, and they have to walk with her wherever she got to go. She just can't walk freely nowhere. So that's why I said I would never want to be rich like that, and very rich like that, because I like to have my own personal downtown by myself, where I probably want to go to the movies by myself, you know, take me a road trip. I just might want to get on the highway and start driving somewhere by myself. I don't want nobody with me all the time like that. I don't like it. These people will never have the luxury of getting in their cars when you rich like that, riding around by yourself. Because you have to think about it. People will try to rob you and take you out of here or kidnap you. So if you do that, you're taking a chance of you getting robbed or kidnapped for ransom. Just saying. Yes, welcome everyone. Hit the like button. So just think about it. We got freedom. Rich people don't have that type of freedom, y'all. They can't, like I said. And then they buy all these cars. What are you buying all these cars for? What's going to happen? You got to have your bodyguard or somebody in the car while you're driving? Or somebody got to be in the back of you while you're driving? It don't make any sense. Cardi B got Rolls Royces and everything. She don't even know how to drive. She don't even have a license. So why would you buy all these cars or let people buy cars for you and you can't even drive? Or is it maybe your driver gonna drive you around in your car? I don't know how that works, but just think. It makes no sense. So that's why I would never want to be rich like that. No. I want to be comfortable, not rich, because I want to still be able to do what I want to do. Just saying. Just think about it. When you are rich, you're really a prisoner because you will never be able to walk the streets, go nowhere by yourself no more. Well, yeah, I can understand that too, Capricorn, but I'm talking about the people that are rich and we know they're rich, like Beyonce, like I'll say like Beyonce, Jay-Z, who else? I'm trying to think of some more people that are really rich that they can't. Oh Lord, well, I can't think of nobody. Uh, People like that that are really, really rich, that are real rich, that they can't be by themselves. Like Kay Michelle, she said she can't go nowhere by herself. Um, who else? I'm trying to just think of some more people. Uh, oh my God, now I done hit a blank. Think of people that are really, really rich that, people know they're rich. I'm talking about people that we know got money. They can't, Oprah Winfrey, she can't go nowhere by herself. People that we know that are rich, they're not able to go places by themselves. So it's a lot. You said, remember when Michelle Obama and Jill Biden wanted to go for a walk in the White House? Security said no, stop them at the door. Yeah, you can't. There's no more Michelle and Obama. They can't go nowhere by themselves. No more. None of them. That's it. When you got money that made it, that's it. You're not going to be able to go nowhere else by yourself. And K. Michelle said, she said it's a gift and it's a curse. She said because she feel like a prisoner. She said, yeah, I just don't know. I be just want to go to the bar by myself or take me a ride or something. She said, I can't do that. And the record labels, they kind of own you because if something happened to you, they lose money. So they kind of control, what's going on with you. Just saying. All right. Who else do we have to talk about? Oh, um, Melanie Shari. Guys, I wanted to talk about Melody. She's coming on live and stuff, and just just letting her, us know, things that are going on with her. And, I really hate so bad that it just seems like she, I know that, she is a public figure now. I know that. But it just seemed like she don't get any relief. It's like she's always getting picked on. I feel like that she left the show, right? And now that she left the show, what is the problem? I don't get it. Y'all wanted the show, she gave it to you. Now she's minding her own business, drinking her water up on the hill, and just focuses on her Seventh Avenue beauty and doing her property preservation classes and doing her speaking engagement. That's all she's doing. And vacationing and taking care of her kids. Now, why all of a sudden out the blue somebody come out with this mess? Why? Why haven't you been done this? Why? Why didn't have you been done this? Why all of a sudden you wait now until she's no longer on the show and then you come out with this? What is the purpose of this? Because there's nothing else to talk about. This woman is sitting over there on the hill drinking her water and minding her business. I just didn't understand that. And I know it's kind of been, a couple of days, but that's really been on my mind. Like, some of these people are obsessed with her because you could have been did this. Why did you wait? What was the reason for the wait? This show been on for 9 seasons, going on 10. So why was there a wait for this? Just saying. Mm. The Oprahs and the Tyler Perrys, yeah. Well, she said she can't Capricorn flower. She said, her record labels don't want her to go nowhere by herself. She said she was trying to go to her hometown to go to a class reunion. They told her she can't go by herself. She got to take people with her, bodyguard, and I think another person. She's always talked about this, that she feel like a prisoner. And when you work for a record label, they have you know your access to them, so they can't risk something happen to you. But they didn't put so much money into you, so they cannot take a risk of something happening to you. So you have to be with security and stuff like that. Yeah, K Michelle got a point. K Michelle, she be doing some acting and stuff now too as well. And something else she be doing besides singing. Yep. So she talks about it. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second here. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, 53 likes and 28 in chat. Thank you, guys. I don't know what happened to that school. Now, guys, how do y'all feel about, um, we're going to change subjects for a minute. How do y'all feel about the migrants getting kicked out and they have flew over um, Caucasian Africans because they're coming in as refugees. How do y'all feel about that? They're going to get free housing, free Medicaid, SNAP, and jobs, and they're going to get a monthly stipend every month. Housing, SNAP, a stipend, and job. And they're going to get a green card. They are, they said Afrikaners. They have been flew over here by government planes. And they're going to get a green card. Because they've been, what did they say? Racially, they are victims of racial profiles over there in Africa. So the Afrikaners have been flew over here. They got over here. I think they got over here Monday. So they're going to get all the free stuff. Just saying. Housing, SNAP, benefit, stipend every month. I think they're going to get a check or whatever of what did they say? $2,000 a month. I think they're going to be getting every month. Housing and everything. And a green card. They don't have to go through no process or nothing, no wait for the green card or nothing. The orange man is giving them all of this. Because they have been the victim of racism in Africa. That's what he said. But he kicked the other people out and brought some new people in. Just saying. This world is in a bad shape, y'all. We in a bad shape. Just saying. Let me know how y'all feel in the chat about that. You know what? I think that some people are obsessed with Melody. I'm just being quite honest with you. Some people are obsessed with her. I don't think they're never going to stop talking about her ever. They're going to keep talking about her. But I do hope Melody, you know, goes on another show, that we are able to see her on another show. I do want that. Not on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but on another show where she, showing how, the day-to-day life of her being a single parent. And, hopefully she can get the kids back on the show, and she can, probably show about her property preservation. Maybe she can be showing about 7th Avenue Beauty and stuff like that. Not on that toxic show. No, not on there. God bless them. But I'm glad Melody is off of there. I'm glad she is off that toxic show. So, I heard now. Yes, I think so too, Sonia. I think so too. I really do. Now, I heard on another channel here that Martell and Carlos King allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, are no longer following each other. And I heard that a lot of people on that show have took Love and Marriage Huntsville out of their bio. So I'm trying to figure out, why are y'all taking that out of your bio? I thought the show was coming back on, but why would y'all remove that out of your bio? And allegedly, I heard that Letitia removed hers out of there, and it just saying that she, I think it says Letitia, formerly of Love and Marriage Huntsville, or something to that effect, allegedly. But it's not saying that they are on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And some people have took it completely out of their bio. Yes, MLC Capricorn 72. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're white. The Orange Man said that they were getting the, what can I think of the word, that in Africa, people were being racist towards them. The Caucasian people that live in Africa, that's why Trump is, excuse me, the Orange Man is bringing them over here, because that he said that they had racism showing towards them in Africa. So they're sending government planes over there to bring the well, okay, we're just gonna say the clear people, the clear Africans back over here. So the first batch came in on Monday. They get free housing, free Medicaid, SNAP benefits, and they get money every month. They get a check every month. So they're going to be bringing all the, and they get a green card. They don't have to go through no process and then to get a green card. The Orange Man will be giving them a green card. Because y'all know that's where Elon Musk is from, Africa, South Africa. So I guess him and allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, I guess that was some type of their agreement as well, where he wanted his people to be able to come over here to the United States. And Trump is living up to his word. He is bringing people that lived over there in Africa, where Elon Musk is from. They coming over here free. They are being given a green card. They do not have to go through no process. And they're coming over here on government planes. Yep, our tax dollars at work. But he kicked the other people out. The Cubans, the other Latino people, he kicked them out. He got ICE rounding them up. But then you bring the other people in here. Just saying. But this is what we have to look forward to, you guys. For 4 years. 4 years. This we got to look forward to, guys. For 4 years. And yeah, this is going to be the longest 4 years ever. Then people are talking about, well, we're not going to have tax on tips. Trump, excuse me, the Orange Man lied to them. Lied. You'll see if you have any tax on tips. You're gonna see. One second here. Oh, wait a minute. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, guys. Now, if anybody uh, order from from DoorDash or things like that, some of these people are losing their minds, guys. Now, if you take a long time with my food and stuff like that, I might still give you a tip, or but I'm not going to give you, the tip that I would have gave you, what have you. If you don't put my food, the right way, I might not give you a big tip. I might not give you a tip at all. But it's to the point, guys, where these people are acting a fool if you're doing DoorDash and stuff, and they don't like the tip. Some people might give $2 tip. Well, it all depends on how the service works. Do you know that these people, this lady unalived this pregnant woman because she gave her a $2 tip from DoorDash? Let's just get into this, guys. Unalive the woman. So you got to be very careful out here, y'all. These people out here is crazy. Let me show y'all. Unalive a pregnant woman because of the tip. Look at this.
A woman is facing life in prison after she killed a pregnant woman after delivering a pizza in Kissimmee because she was unhappy with the tip. On December 22, the victim ordered a pizza from a local restaurant that night, at which point 22-year-old Brianna Alvalo, who was not happy with the tip she received from the victim, wrote down the victim's place of residence after delivering the pizza, and later Alvalo, along with an unidentified man, broke into the victim's home. Alvalo had tools in his hand, and as a result, this victim was injured multiple times. When police arrived at the scene, the suspect had already escaped, and police immediately rushed the victim to the hospital, where, to add insult to injury, the victim was pregnant. The police investigation led to the location and arrest of Alvelo. The other male has not been identified, nor is there any information on his whereabouts. In court, Alvelo denied the charges, claiming he had nothing to do with them. However, it was dismissed by the judge. Alvelo is currently facing felony charges and is being held in the Osceola County Jail, where she faces life in prison if convicted. Do you guys think a $2 tip is small? Communicate in the comments section.
You! This is out of control!
This brutal woman is facing life in prison after she killed a pregnant woman after delivering a pizza in Kissimmee because she was unhappy with the tip. On December 22, the victim.
Now, how do y'all feel about that, guys? That the people don't like the tip that you gave them, so they come back and try to unalive you. Now, this is crazy. They try to unalive you because you didn't give them the tip that they wanted. I told you this world is in a bad shape, y'all. This world is in bad shape because I didn't give you the tip. So the lady was nice enough. She gave her a $2 tip. That's maybe all she had. So if you give somebody a tip of $2 or $3, I'm confused here. So do you think the lady deserved a bigger tip? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Do you think this was worth this lady that gonna be in the jail, gonna be in the big house for the rest of her life because she didn't get the tip that she wanted? The woman gave her a $2 or $3 tip, and that wasn't good enough. So she wrote the lady information down and came back and unalived her because she didn't like the $2 or $3 tip that they gave her. Now, my daughter ordered DoorDash a lot if I don't cook, right? And she don't got no money to be tipping nobody with because she only 13. So, do I have to worry about somebody coming back because she ain't giving a good tip? Just saying. This is crazy. All right, Andre. All right, Shannon. All right. right. Welcome. Welcome. Wait a minute. Here in Atlanta, an 18-year-old guy answered his door when he heard DoorDash, three guys shot him. What? That's why I said I don't know what this world is coming to. I don't know what it's coming to. Yeah, so guys, so I guess if you order some, we better start giving out good tips because some people ain't having it. They figure they out here, delivering, and if you don't give them a good tip, some of them not gonna be very happy about it. Just saying, that's what it's coming down to. Just saying, this is ridiculous. You're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life because you didn't like a $2 or $3 tip. This is crazy. And there was another person with her that they have not caught yet. He said, I will not give her a court date, go to prison for life. I don't blame you, because this didn't make no sense. And this lady was pregnant, y'all. The lady was pregnant. You know. All right, guys, we've been on here for 2 hours. So let me get on off of here. But I thank each and every one of you guys for coming over to my live. When you come in, if you didn't give me a thumbs up, please give me one on your way out. Also, follow me on my other platforms. On all platforms, it's Drop the T. And then also make sure you share the video. And I will see you guys maybe later on tonight, or I will see you guys in the morning. Good night, everyone. Good night.